Hey, it's Amy here. I'm going to talk about something that's really close to my heart at the moment, and that is beauty. And I think it affects everyone in the world at the moment, whether you're male or female, but especially females right at this moment, and even more with the adaptation of metrosexual men and things like that. So it's starting to get worse with men as well. And I say worse because really, the only thing beauty does is hurt people and upset people because things like the media and magazines are constantly pushing these images on us that show us that everyone has to be perfect, everyone has to have perfect hair, perfect skin, really thin and not be fat or whatever and things like that. And it's just wrong. Why should we let other people in the industry tell us how we should feel just because they want to make money from us? Because literally that is what it is. People in the makeup industry just thrive off our insecurities, and they play on the fact that we are insecure about our bodies. And why should we have to worry? It's like even the smallest things, it's just coming to my head, like the Chanel makeup advert, I think it is, that where they've brought out this new thing where they can match the foundation of your skin foundation perfectly. Why should we give a fuck if we do want to wear makeup, if we do want to wear foundation, that it is slightly not exactly the same colour as our skin, or just even to the point, why do we even need to wear foundation? It's just something that covers up the beauty of our own natural skin. People have lovely, people say it's imperfections, but people have freckles, people have moles. Why is that something so ugly that we should cover up just to have this perfect, it's not perfect, it's just a brick, if you painted a wall on your face, just so you have this boring, bland, one colour thing. People shouldn't look like that. People should look different and have all these little different blotches and freckles and spots and things like that. What's the problem? And people use foundation to cover up spots and things, and I understand that. But why should we feel insecure about having spots and things like that when really it's just something that comes pretty natural to everyone, and everyone goes through things like that. And really, if spots are a massive problem for you, a lot of the time it's an underlying health problem, and really it can be sorted out by actually changing the health of your body rather than just covering it up. And it just seems that we sort of cover up our lives in all this makeup just to hide what's really going on inside of us, and that shouldn't be the way it is. People should be able to use makeup and things like that to express themselves rather than to cover what's actually going on in the inside. Things like a lot of people wear makeup because they feel insecure going out wearing no makeup and things like that. You just have to look at me today. The only reason why I'm wearing makeup today is because I'm going out for 5 minutes into the public eye, and I feel the need that if I go out without any makeup on, it's really going to affect what people think of me. And why should I care about that? If I can't be asked to put some makeup on today, then why should it affect everyone else in the way I feel about myself? Because everyone should feel happy the way they are, no matter if they have makeup on or not. And it's not just makeup and things like that, it's things like facial hair and things like that. Why facial hair, leg hair, arm hair, hair everywhere? Why should we be so, our culture is so built up on people having hair on them is the wrong thing to have. We all evolved from apes, or if you don't believe we evolved from apes, people were made with hair on themselves. So, what's the problem with it? I have hairy arms. Look at my hairy arms. It's a disgrace. Oh my god. I have hairy legs at the moment. I have hairy armpits, but I don't give a shit, because why should I spend 50 quid going to a salon and getting everything waxed on my body just so people can not look at me and go, oh, she's got hairy legs. That's such a problem in her life. She must be weird. It's why should we care about things like that? And people go to me, oh, doesn't your boyfriend get really weirded out by your hairy legs and hairy armpits? So, well, if he does have a fucking problem with my hairy legs and hairy arms, he can fuck off. Because really, if someone loves you and cares about you, why do they give a shit about if you've got a bit of hair on your legs or a bit of hair under your armpits? Because really, it's about what's on the inside. And if I was a total bitch, that's something more to worry about than if I have a bit of hair on my legs. And he has hairy legs, so what's the problem with that? And men shouldn't be brought into this thing where they shouldn't also be brought into it where they feel they need to be perfect and have this sort of thing as well. You see men now plucking their eyebrows and getting their legs waxed and backs waxed and all sorts. But why should we do that? It's just the way we're born. It's not something we should worry about. And the thing that really got me going on this was a picture I found on Tumblr. And it says, beauty, slightly mutilating the natural state of your body in order to be deemed acceptable. And why? It's so totally true. We mutilate our bodies in minor ways, like shaving our legs, plucking our eyebrows, waxing and all sorts, when really sometimes people go to total extremes and get nose jobs, facelifts, boob jobs, and really it should be something we should be comfortable with ourselves if we're getting older or have smaller boobs or larger boobs and things like that. And it's just something that really annoys me, as you can see. And I've written a massive list of things I should bring up and talk about, and I really want people to comment on this and say their own experiences or how they disagree with me, because I'm happy to have a debate about it, because I feel really strongly about this. And if you feel strongly about how beauty should be about everyone waxing their legs and shaving their armpits, then I want to fight against you, because the way you think about it is wrong in my eyes. Because why should we feel insecure about ourselves for small things when there are larger things that matter in our life? And I'm not saying no one should wear makeup and things like that, because I wear makeup. I like wearing makeup, but it shouldn't be about being scared to go outside because you haven't got makeup on. It should be a way of expressing what's the beauty on you on the inside to your outside. I love having pink hair and crazy eyes and things like that, because I want to reflect my sort of cheery, happy and fun and bubbly inside into my outside, and sort of express that through the way I look. And that's what it should be about. It should be about people using makeup and all sorts of things in a way where we use it to express ourselves, rather than it just being a way to cover up and feel accepted in a world where nothing is acceptable, really. You just have to look at magazines right now. You probably open up Closer magazine and there'll be a whole section that's just all about how celebrities look ugly because they've got one roll of fat when they bend over, or they've got a hair on their leg or something like that. And that is the wrong thing they should be saying. They shouldn't be saying, oh my god, Keira Knightley hasn't shaved her legs, it's the worst thing ever. They should be saying, good on Keira Knightley going outside and not giving a fuck who sees their hairy legs. That's what we should be celebrating, things like that. We should be celebrating how Britney Spears doesn't care if she looks like a piece of shit, and how people don't care if they look ugly, because that's what should be celebrated. People should be celebrated for not caring, and it shouldn't be shunned against, and how people should always look perfect, this sort of disgusting perfection, which is totally no one can be perfect. This is it. No one can be perfect. And as much as you try, and as much as you have operations, put makeup on, you will never be perfect. That is what the media is saying to you, okay? That's what they're saying when they talk about makeup and hair. There is no middle ground. You are either a piece of shit or you're just not there yet. And there is never anyone that is perfect. it's like, even people, they go, oh yeah, Megan Fox is amazing and things like that. But then in the next article, there'll be her with her hair up or tied up wrong. So people will have a go at her or something like that, and how she should be trying more or something like that. It shouldn't be about that. It should generally be about the way people express themselves through their makeup, or really what's on the inside. We should be celebrating about women like we've got some amazing actors like Keira Knightley, Dame Helen Mirren, whatever age, whatever size, and things like that. And we should celebrate what the talents they have and how amazing they are at acting and singing and things like that, rather than the way they look. I'm just going to talk about some random things like in my life, because really I'm gonna talk about things that kind of like really upset me when I was younger and things like that, and why should I care about things like that. And I want to get across to people my experiences, so we can share experiences and people don't have to feel so upset about things that are so petty like beauty, when really beauty should be something from the inside, which I believe. Like when I was about 14, I used to get really, really bullied, and people used to say horrible things about me because I have slightly more facial hair than a lot of other people. And you probably looking at me right now going, well, she's a liar, she's got nothing. And the reason I have got nothing is because when I was 14, every 4 weeks, I used to go to a salon and have electrolysis done, which is where someone puts a needle, like it looks like a pen but with a needle in it, and they put it into every hair follicle on your face for 20 minutes and run electric current through it. And I used to go through so much pain and so much, and my mum used to spend so much money on it as well, just so people wouldn't make fun of me just for having slightly more hair on my face than other people. And why should my mum have spent over 150 quid, or how, well, it's 30 quid a time. I've been going since I was 14, and I still go now when I'm 18, and I don't go as much anymore, but it must be hundreds of pounds my mum has spent on me having no hair on my face, when really, why should it be a problem? I was born with a bit more hair on my face than other people, but why is it such a problem to other people? And like, why should I be made fun of just because of a petty thing like that? And I want to tell people this, because really, people shouldn't have to go through this, and people should realise that people should be happy the way they are, and if people aren't happy, then it should be something that, I don't know, like, if someone's really that unhappy about having hairy legs, then do something about it, but it shouldn't be the fact of you being unhappy because other people are not happy about it. It should be literally down to you. It's like with me, I have got hairy armpits and hairy legs right now, but I'm not going to do anything about it. But maybe next week on Wednesday I'll go, I don't really want the hair on my legs anymore, so I'll shave it off. And it should be totally down to me and how I feel, rather than what other people think's right, when it's not. It's just literally, people should just do what they want without having to feel the need to do anything for anyone else, because that's not what it's about. And this is what I want to get across. I just want people to feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want, hair wise and like face wise and things like that. And people can have boob jobs, people can have makeup, but it should be something that's for you and a way of expressing you, rather than it literally being, I'm unhappy because other people won't accept me. And a lot of the time people will go, oh yeah, I am doing this for myself, I am going to have this nose job because of myself. But really, the reason why people feel this hate towards their body is because of the way people are judged by things. Like, people might have a really, like, I don't know, like with me, I have small boobs, but it's sort of like, some people think, oh, small boobs are weird, or I like big boobs and things like that. But really, it shouldn't be about that. It should literally be what I want. It's like, another thing, I have pierced nipples. People think, oh, that's really ugly. Oh, I don't know why you want to get that done. That's weird. It's like, who gives a fuck? I'm one of the only people, I see them the most, and if I want to get it done, I get it done. And if people really have a problem with that, then they can fuck off. Who cares? If they don't like it, they don't have to see them. It's that sort of thing. And again, like, I'm getting a tattoo next year, and people are like, oh, I don't like tattoos. Why are you getting a tattoo? It's like, because I want a tattoo, and it expresses the way I feel, and it expresses memories in my life that I want to express. And like, why should that be determined? Like, why should that determine what I get done because other people don't feel the same? If you know what I mean. And like, it's even in older women, like, it's not something that just teenagers have, but it is really introduced to children as soon as they're born. And I'm not even kidding. You've just got to look into how everyone is totally down to everything is totally down to appearance. Like the way girls have to wear pink baby grows and boys always wear blue baby grows. It's that sort of thing. Straight away, it's down to appearance. And like, older women have the same problems. You just got to look at your parents. Mums feel the need to dye their hair because otherwise they look old. But what's the problem with looking old? Everyone gets old. Everyone uses my mum spends my mum spends hundreds of pounds on anti-wrinkle creams, and so does my stepdad. And why should people feel the need to buy these anti-wrinkle creams when really it's something nature it happens to everyone. It's nature. Everyone gets wrinkles at some point in their life, and if everyone looked like the same as they did when they were 18, it just looked wrong. And like, a lot of the time, as your face gets older, it's the most beautiful thing. Like, as you get older, your hair gets greyer and your face gets more wrinkled, and that looks more beautiful than someone that has the darker hair and slightly lifted face. They look like this. And it should be totally, like, look around us. Just like, look around us right now. Look out your window. Go to the park and just see how beautiful nature is. Look at a butterfly. Look at a turtle. Look at a tree and how beautiful that is. And the way that we are made by nature, but we decide that we aren't beautiful the way nature has made us, so we change ourselves. That is totally wrong. Nature knows the perfect way to make us, and we are literally the best thing in nature because we are the most intelligent. We have we can talk to each other, we can communicate, we can build shelters, we can build homes, we have electricity. I'm talking to you anywhere over the world through computer because we are so intelligent and we are so perfect. And nature has literally evolved us from a cell into this. Or if you don't believe that, God has built this perfect thing, and then we go, no, we're not perfect. You're not perfect because you have a spot, or you're not perfect because you have hairy legs, or you're not perfect because you have grey hair, when nature has actually given that to you, and that is a present from nature, and we still think it's the worst thing in the whole world. And like, what else can I talk about? Like, go through the list. Yeah, I think I've covered literally most of things, and I'm gonna leave it there, I think. But really do get in touch with me, even if it's over like a personal thing or just like an inbox or something like that, because I'd really like to hear everyone's stories on how they feel that society and our culture has sort of mutilated us in this way that we feel we can't be happy the way that nature made us, and how we have to feel like we have to feel shit because we haven't got makeup on and things like that, or how you have had to mutilate your body in such a way to feel accepted and not be talked about or be picked on just because of certain things. And like, even if you do have like something to say against what I've said or want to discuss something with me, then I'm happy to do that, because I want to talk about this with you and I want to make a difference. Well, I know I'm not going to end up being the next Betty Friedan or something like that, or the next, like, the next feminist or the next person that's going to stand up in front of the world and say that everyone is beautiful no matter how they want to be. But it's just why I just want to, like, even if it's like 4 people that watch this video and they feel, you know what, I am beautiful the way I am and I'm not going to shave my legs tomorrow and I'm going to leave them and not care, or I'm going to go out in not as much makeup, or you know what, even if I do get older, I don't care if I have grey hair, or like, even if it just makes you go, yeah, I see where she's coming from, or something like that. I just want people to listen. I want people to, like, understand how really the industry and the media have done this to us, and literally the reasons they do it are to make money, because the more they go on about how people need to have the perfect skin and perfectly matching foundation or perfect eyebrows and things like that, people buy the stuff. Because, like, right, let's think, Dove adverts or shaving adverts, they go on about how you can get silky soft legs and things like that, and how having shaved legs is a perfect thing, when really the only reason why they're saying things like, oh yeah, everyone should have really beautiful legs and things like that, they know that people are self-conscious and they know people want to feel accepted and want to feel perfect, so they'll buy their products, and they're the only people that benefit from it. They're the only people that benefit from us wearing makeup and things like that, because all it does to us is make us feel more self-conscious and hate ourselves even more. And I'm the victim of that. I'm not saying that I'm better than everyone else, because I understand it and don't do things like that. I am a victim. I'm scared to go outside without makeup on because I think people will judge me. I wear jeans all the time when I have hairy legs because I don't want people to see I have hairy legs, because I think they'll judge me. Or if I have roots, I like to dye my hair because people go, oh, her hair's shit, or something like that. I want to make a difference. I want us to feel the way that we can be happy the way nature made us, or we can be happy in our own skin, even if we do want to wear makeup or not. I just think it shouldn't be something that we feel we need to do. It should be a decision. Like people should be able to feel, I want to wear makeup today because I've got this cool top and pink eyeshadow will look nice with this. Not the fact that if I don't wear mascara out, people are going to think I look ugly, or I have to shave my legs tonight because I'm wearing a dress and people will think that will look horrible if I don't have shaved legs and things like that. And like, this is probably going to be like a total utter mess and a really silly video, but I'll probably make a second one, like talking about it, that might be a bit more organised, or I can answer people's questions and people can ask me questions and things like that, and I can make like an extra good video or whatever. But I just want to get this out, and because it's been playing on my mind for weeks and I just really want to get it out and talk about it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has made a difference in some sort of way, or you feel that you can feel happier, or you just feel you can talk to me about something that's upsetting you at the moment. Because even if you still feel the need to have makeup, I want you to accept that it's something silly, and it's not something that, like, it's something that's affecting you because of something else, not because you are not perfect, if you know what I mean. That probably makes no sense, but like, I want you to understand that you can have hairy legs even if people don't like it, but you can still feel happy in yourself even if you do, or something. I don't know. I have problems putting my words together and things like that, but I guess just help me help me talk about it. And I really want, even if just people make a difference in a small way, it will just make me feel happier, because I hate the way people feel really upset about themselves and things like that for really a stupid reason, and people shouldn't feel like that. Yeah, I'm getting all teary now. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.